Ash Wednesday marks the beginning of the Lenten season in the Christian liturgical calendar, particularly in Western Christianity. It is observed by many denominations, including Catholics, Anglicans, Lutherans, and some Methodists. This solemn day holds significant spiritual and theological importance, serving as a period of reflection, repentance, and preparation for the celebration of Easter. Origins and symbolism. The origins of Ash Wednesday trace back to ancient Jewish traditions of penance and mourning, where ashes were used as a symbol of mortality, repentance, and humility. In the Old Testament, there are several instances of individuals expressing repentance by wearing sackcloth and ashes, such as in the stories of Job, Jonah, and Daniel. In Christianity, the imposition of ashes on the forehead symbolizes mortality and the need for repentance and forgiveness. The ashes used on Ash Wednesday are typically made by burning the palm branches blessed on the previous year's Palm Sunday. This practice symbolizes the transition from the celebration of Jesus' triumphal entry into Jerusalem to the acknowledgement of human sinfulness and mortality. Liturgical observance. Ash Wednesday is observed 46 days before Easter Sunday, which includes the 6 Sundays within the Lenten period but excludes Sundays themselves, as Sundays are always considered days of celebration and not fasting. The date of Ash Wednesday varies each year, falling between February 4th and March 10th, depending on the date of Easter. The liturgical observance of Ash Wednesday typically includes the following elements. Ashes. The service begins with the blessing of ashes, usually mixed with holy water or oil, followed by the priest or minister imposing the ashes on the foreheads of worshippers in the shape of a cross. As they do so, they may say the words, "Remember that you are dust, and to dust you shall return," echoing the words spoken to Adam and Eve after their expulsion from the Garden of Eden. Penitential rite. The service often includes readings, prayers, and hymns centered around themes of repentance, forgiveness, and the call to conversion. The congregation is invited to reflect on their mortality, sinfulness, and need for God's mercy. Fasting and abstinence. Ash Wednesday marks the beginning of the Lenten fast, during which many Christians abstain from meat and observe other forms of fasting and self-denial. While fasting practices vary among denominations and individuals, the overarching goal is to cultivate spiritual discipline, self-awareness, and solidarity with those who suffer. Almsgiving and charity. Alongside fasting and prayer, Christians are encouraged to engage in acts of charity and compassion during Lent, particularly towards the poor, marginalized, and oppressed. This emphasis on almsgiving reflects Jesus' teachings on love, justice, and the importance of caring for those in need. Spiritual significance. Ash Wednesday holds profound spiritual significance for Christians, serving as a time of introspection, renewal, and spiritual growth. It marks the beginning of a journey towards Easter, the pinnacle of the Christian calendar, when believers commemorate the death and resurrection of Jesus Christ. Repentance and forgiveness. Ash Wednesday calls Christians to acknowledge their sinfulness and turn towards God in repentance. It is a reminder of human frailty and mortality, as well as God's abundant grace and mercy. Through the ritual of receiving ashes, believers are invited to reflect on their lives, confess their sins, and seek forgiveness and reconciliation with God and others. Mortality and transience. The use of ashes as a symbol of mortality serves as a sobering reminder of the ephemeral nature of life. It prompts believers to reflect on the brevity of human existence and the importance of living with purpose, integrity, and compassion. The words spoken during the imposition of ashes underscore the biblical truth that all earthly achievements and possessions are ultimately fleeting, and that true fulfillment is found in God alone. Preparation and renewal. Ash Wednesday marks the beginning of a period of spiritual preparation and renewal leading up to Easter. It is a time for Christians to examine their lives, deepen their relationship with God, and cultivate virtues such as humility, self-discipline, and generosity. The Lenten disciplines of fasting, prayer, and almsgiving provide opportunities for growth in faith, character, and holiness. Contemporary observance. Many churches offer multiple services on Ash Wednesday to accommodate the schedules of worshipers. In addition to traditional liturgical services, some congregations also host special events such as prayer vigils, meditation sessions, or communal acts of service and justice.